Beautiful stranger. I don't know why that just came in my head. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so sorry for whatever I do. Sometimes on this channel, we are going to listen to the Stranglers. We're going to continue our album listen of Radis, Norwegian. We're going to listen to the track Hanging Around. This is released in 1977. Speaking of which, my neighbors are just hanging right outside the door. I don't know why they're just hanging around, but I'm about to go hang around with them. it's like 11:30 and they're drinking beer already. Oh man, I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's kind of early in my head. But anyways, hanging around, Stranglers. It's gonna be a good time. Hope you're here. I picked up the cup. I didn't even take a drink. Hold on one second before we get into it. All right, now let's get into it. Man, this is such a random intro, huh? Before we get into the song, I don't even know what's going on. Maybe you know what's going on. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is Hanging Around by the Stranglers. this song had to have been a single for them. I'm listening to that, and that had to have been a single for them. That was catchy. That encompassed at least the sound that I've heard on this album thus far. That had a little bit of everything, and I feel like no, I guess not. Peaches and Get a Grip on Yourself for the singles. Okay, I think this would have been a great single. Great organ, green, duh, right? I mean, Greenfield's tearing it up. Cornwell, I love the solo between Cornwell and Hugh. Not Cornwell and Hugh. Cornwell and Greenfield. I'm sorry. Man, they sounded so good together. The organ is already moving really beautifully throughout the track, but when it got to the solo point, when Cornwell came out with his guitar solo, they just worked so balanced, harmonizing with each other's notes, filling in each other's gaps. It just worked so well musically. And it was rough, but it felt as clear as glass because of the tone of the organ that Greenfield's using. It was like, it's clear as glass. And coming back to the intro of the song, I think you guys already knew I was gonna love the intro. You come in with very, very smooth keys, right? Little distortion on the guitar, and then soon enough we're gonna get that bass coming in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know where it's going from here. You know it's gonna be a banger from that point on. They're setting you up and they're gonna knock it down. Like the opening is feel good, the solo's great, it's catchy. It kinda has, to me, like everything you want out of this. Like out of the Stranglers. I can't imagine you hearing this, listening to the Stranglers and not liking it that much. Love those. Yeah, see how he comes back on the echo of Cornwell? That's cool. It's like he's mirroring. I told you I can't do R's and W's. It's like he's mirroring what Cornwell's doing on the guitar. It's almost like they're having a little back and forth, a battle of sorts, and yet their battle is more of a harmonious type rather than a conflict. But let's go ahead and talk about the lyrics on this one. I'm sorry, when I saw the first line on here, all I'm thinking is about the first Matrix, when they are in the Matrix and they see the woman in the red dress and then, Agent Smith, but it's not really, it's just a simulation. Big girl in the red dress. She's just trying to impress us, and she's got the barley fever. I would just imagine that means that she's drinking a lot. But she doesn't make a sound. She's just hanging around. She's just hanging around. She's just having a good time. Not bothering anyone. No one's, what? She's just chilling. Down the court road early with the hustlers big and burly. There's a million of them selling, and the buyers can be found just hanging around. Everyone's just hanging out. Everyone's just living their life. Christ, he told us his mother. Christ, he told us, or he told her not to bother. Because he's all right in the city, because he's high above the ground. He's just hanging around. I don't know who that's talking about. Christ, he told his mother. Christ, he told her not to bother. He's all right in the city. So maybe this is like, let's just take it from the point of view of an adult son who's moved out from perhaps his parents' house into the city. He's alone and living alone for the first time. And perhaps his parents are worried about him out there in the big city. And he's like, no. Everyone's just hanging around, doing their own thing. You got nothing to worry about. One of them comes over, got a monkey on his shoulder, and the monkey's getting grinner. But his eyes are on the ground. He's just hanging around. I'm moving in the colern with the leather all around me. And the sweat is getting steamy, but their eyes are on the ground. I'm going to read some of these notes here on Genius to see perhaps what they're talking about. Because I don't know at all what exactly they're talking about. It says that the Colern Arms was a public house in the Earl's Court in West London, a gay pub since at least the 1930s. It became notorious as a leather bar by the 1970s, when the Stranglers had wrote this song. So when he says he's moving to Colern with all the leather around me, okay, that makes sense. And the sweat is getting steamy, but their eyes are on the ground. I feel like maybe to an outsider, he's perhaps in a place that they're worried about him or think that he doesn't fit in. But he's having a great time, so why you bothering him? I don't know, maybe something? This was fun, and I'm surprised that this wasn't released as a single. It really, I don't know, it just has a single feeling to me. But let me know what you guys thought of the track. You can let me know in the comments below. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you as always for showing up and being here, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.